For the last couple years, fans and the community itself has been eagerly awaiting the release of Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves' The Batman. The movie is now out playing worldwide, and I gotta say myself, it was my number one most anticipated movie of the whole year. I have been looking forward to it. It looks badass. I'm ready for it. But I do not believe that this movie is going to be joining the $1 billion club. And I believe that this movie, while it will be successful, will not make $1 billion. And I just want to make it clear, I am looking forward to this movie. I want it to do well. And a movie doesn't need to make $1 billion for it to be a success. If The Batman makes $700 million minimum, I believe that that is still a very successful number for Warner Brothers. The Batman is the newest iteration of the Caped Crusader to hit the big screen since Ben Affleck portrayed the titular character last in Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2017, and again for a director's cut on HBO Max in 2021. The Batman stars Robert Pattinson and is directed by Matt Reeves. When the Riddler, a sadistic serial killer, begins murdering key political figures in Gotham, Batman is forced to investigate the city's hidden corruption and question his family's involvement. This new Batman movie is the first solo Batman movie since Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises. And we have already seen spin-offs being announced before this movie even got released, that being the Penguin spin-off with Colin Farrell, and there's now been an Arkham Asylum spin-off announced. First and foremost, Matt Reeves is an incredible director, but has never made $1 billion film before, with having directed such films as Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, with a total of $710,644,566, War for the Planet of the Apes with a total of $490,719,763, and Cloverfield with a worldwide total of $172,394,180. With that said, everybody must start somewhere with $1 billion film, but with only 47 films in that elite club, it is a tough task. Robert Pattinson also just came back into the mainstream for general audiences. Now, he hasn't stopped acting since Twilight. What he did, though, was he just took roles that he wanted to do, and those were mainly smaller, character-driven indie films such as Good Time, Lighthouse, Lost City of Z. But he didn't actually come back into big mainstream films until 2020 with Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Within the last couple years, the DCEU has gained baggage and has had their dirty laundry aired out to dry. It has caused confusion and divisiveness with many moviegoers. DC has found success with movies like Joker, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and even TV shows like Peacemaker. But the Zack Snyder Justice League drama that went on for so many years did so much damage. For such a long time, I feel like we're past it now, but for such a long time, it was just the dark cloud that was hovering over the whole DCEU that just couldn't be left out of conversation no matter what area of the DCEU you were talking about. It divided the fan community, it caused actors to speak out, and it even caused confusion within the fan community. In the year of 2022, we also have 3 actors all portraying the title character of Batman, and for a general movie watcher, it may cause confusion. While at the same time, we did have 3 different actors recently portray the character of Spider-Man in Spider-Man No Way Home, I personally feel like that situation is completely different only because all 3 Spider-Man, there was a build-up and all 3 were in one movie at the same time. Batman has these 3 different actors portraying Batman over a course of different movies over a span of a year, set in different universes across different timelines. Now for me, someone that's in the know with movies, I get it, that's not confusing. But if you pull someone that isn't in the know, doesn't keep up with movie news, doesn't watch all these movie-related videos on YouTube, they might be confused. Batman has been around since 1939, has received numerous animated movies, starred in live-action TV shows, and starred in many theatrical release movies either in his own movies or alongside other heroes. But the box office for the character of Batman has dropped over the years, so there is no mathematical evidence to show that there will be a sudden spike in box office for The Dark Knight's new outing. The biggest box office to date for a Batman movie is Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises, with a total of over $1 billion. Now, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight also made $1 billion, but Rises made just a little bit more.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
Since then, every movie with the character of Batman has stayed under the $1 billion mark. Examples being Batman vs. Superman with $873,634,919 worldwide, Justice League $657,924,295 worldwide, and Suicide Squad $746,846,894 worldwide. Hell, let's even throw in the Lego Batman movie with $312 million worldwide. Batman vs. Superman and Justice League by themselves should have made $1 billion just like that. There was so much drama in the background of those movies, so much divisiveness, that it prevented those movies from ever making a chance of getting to $1 billion. They got close, but sometimes close just isn't good enough. Only 47 movies in the history of cinema have ever made over $1 billion. And it's a harder feat to accomplish than most people think. Movie lovers had a fantastic year in 2019, with 8 movies joining the $1 billion club, which had never been done before in cinematic history. Since then, $1 billion box office became more and more of a throw-around statement between movie lovers. The first movie to hit $1 billion since 2019 was 2021's Spider-Man No Way Home. And besides getting past the opening weekend, the movie also has to have legs. The movie can make $200 million opening weekend, but if it doesn't have legs and doesn't have people wanting to come back and bring friends, bring family members who haven't seen this movie before, then $1 billion is just out of reach. Even if it does have a fantastic first opening weekend, the second weekend, third weekend, fourth weekend could drop drastically. It has a 3-hour runtime, and in some cases that can deter people from coming back who have already seen it, or even worse, it can intimidate others from seeing it in the theater and opting them to wait until it's available for home release so that they can watch it at their own leisure. Longer runtimes also limit the availability for maximum usage of showtimes within a 24-hour period. It is no question that Matt Reeves has made a Batman movie that has had such anticipation, has people excited for it, and that's a good thing. I myself, I'm very excited for this movie. But with all these factors against it, the probability of $1 billion return for the Batman just seems too far a stretch. The only true answer to this question will be revealed within the following months of the Batman's release. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm crazy for thinking about this? Now, if you think the Batman does have a possibility of making $1 billion, listen, I love Batman. I'm all ears. These are just some of the facts that have been keeping me up at night. So I thought that I'd share them with you and maybe see if I really am crazy or not. If I'm wrong, then I will gladly say that I'm wrong with no ease, because I do want this movie to succeed. I want to see the spinoffs. I want to see a sequel to this movie. I want this movie to succeed. So if I'm wrong, so be it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and on a positive note, let's go ahead and end with, who is your favorite Batman?